Starting grid for today's second dual race here is coming across the top of your screen. So front row, we got the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet and the M&M 75th Anniversary Toyota. Beginning today from row 2, we have the Nationwide Insurance Chevrolet and the Lowe's Chevrolet. Starting today from row 3, we have the Advocare Ford and the Aris Internet Modems Toyota. Beginning from row 4, we have the FedEx Express Toyota and the Furniture Row Toyota. Starting from row 5, we have the Menards Chevrolet and the DeWalt Power Tools Toyota. Beginning from row 6, we have the 5-Hour Energy Toyota and the Caterpillar Chevrolet. Starting this race from row 7, we have the 9-car and the Hot Wheels Chevrolet. Beginning from row 8, we have the 83-car and the Peak Toyota. Starting from row 9 is the Dow Chemical Chevrolet. Just like Duel 1, 5 laps to decide who starts where for the Daytona 500. If you wreck here, you will go to a backup car if the damage is beyond repairable. And we're green. In for Duel 2. Boy, Jacob 2 got a great jump right there on that start. He actually cleared the 88 or the 18 car. He's got 2 Toyotas behind him. You see the camera of all 17 cars coming up to full speed. Look at the 18 trying to get on the outside. I don't really see that working very well. And it looks like they're going to try to split the 18. 3 wide. Wow, look at that. Look at how far the 18 drops right here. When the way the 18 he was dropping back all the way through the field, looks like Marty. Joshua Leanbatch got on the radio and told his team, "I'm losing power big time, guys. I'm losing power. I'm dropping back." I'm switching batteries now. I'm switching my battery. Just like that, you can see how quickly these drivers lose the draft with this new package this year. Racing in these packs is so critical. I mean, when your battery dies, it's usually everybody is pretty smart trying to dodging the 18 right there and not damage a bunch of people. But the 18 or the 88 when he first went wide looked like it if we can look at the replay. Yeah, he dipped below the yellow line briefly. Don't really see what was wrong there. It was fairly abrupt, too, the way the 18 car went down there. Yeah, he actually got 2 tires below on like borderline white line when everybody was spreading them wide. And I don't think everybody knew how far back he was going. As you can see, the 18 is well out of the way. He has pulled his car into the infield. So Josh Williambach will start this race in a backup car for the Daytona 500. So we have completed 3 laps to go. There's possible tire issue after that contact back there. Let's listen to Nate Sherman's radio. I think when the 18 start dropping back, I may have made some contact left rear. Earl, do you see any smoke? Nah, he's looking good at the moment. I guess if there is smoke, I'll let you know. Three to go. Everybody is racing double file, and so far Jacob Tube is doing a really masterful job. With controlling who goes where in this field. Oh, looked like the 88 and the 6. And, trouble. Nate Sherman around. Get low, low. Oof. Is around. He collects a 78. Caleb Hoffman is also involved. Eric Gamer in the 78 is involved. Menards Cup Series in the 27 is involved as well. A lot of damaged cars in this one. Big damage here as we reach 2 to go. Overtime rules do apply here. As Menards Cup Series down on pit road. Yeah, that's suspension damage written all over you. That's garage. Overtime. We are going to go to overtime. Nate Sherman has gotten out of his car. All these cars have driven away. Nate Sherman has stopped at the entrance to pit road. Wow. Second wreck of the week for 48 car. For a couple of these guys, the 78 and the 48. That's another backup for these two. Car. You remember back to Saturday in the shootout? 78 was involved in one of the. Actually, see the 20 does not have much damage. Has quite a bit of front end damage. The left front end was heavily panned down by the 20 after getting into the 78. "12 cars getting ready to battle it out for 2 more laps." They raced the overtime line that's down here on the backstretch. The goal, get to that line before wreck happens. Huh. There's the line back there. Once they cross that line, the race is over, whether it be the caution or the checker. That rule was clarified earlier on Tuesday, earlier this week. That one. 2 more laps. Somebody from Rick Hendrick is going to be walking away with a 125 win. Question is, who will it be? Ready? Green. Great jump for the 31 of Alvin Alonso. He quickly jumps to the outside lane. Already 3x3 going into turn 1. Do they make it to the overtime line in one piece? Oh, no, not without another wreck, it looks like. Oh, there it is. 2 cars spin. Ooh, Chris Washer, another backup car. R for him. They did not make it to the overtime line, which means we're going to have another restart. And then we are down to 10 end cars. Five, make that 6 cars going to back up. Just an update, Hunter Rizzoni has been able to repair the damage on his car, buff out the dents, replace the right front fender, which means he will keep his starting spot for the Daytona 500 this Sunday. By the way, coverage for that begins at 12 noon Eastern with the Discover Car Countdown to Green. And then at 1 p.m. is telecast of the 5th season of IOP Cup Series Daytona 500. Here we go. Jacob Tube has picked the outside lane for this restart. And we're green. Attempt 2 at overtime. So far, 5 everybody's in their own groups now. In their one pack, they're hoping whoever gets the biggest push and the best push from 3, Jonathan Morrison. Jonathan Morrison is currently slated to start 34th for this Sunday's Daytona 500. He wants a good run out of this one. Oh, the 83 gets pushed sideways into the fence. Do they waive the caution? No yellow at the moment. White flag for the 88. Ten cars in ready to fight for the win. Don't forget, there's 2 Richard Childress cars on the inside. Do they help the 24 or do they take the win for themselves? Dude, I don't see him going for it right here unless one of them wrecks. They're well tied up in this group. Zach Speed drops back, no help. Nine cars, all within a second of each other. This is the entire pack that these drivers have been used to racing all week so far. Through off turn 4, Jacob Tube who last time he won a dual race was back in season 2. He wins the second Twin 125 here at Daytona. As we got cars spinning after the checker flag, the 6, the 3 around. Jonathan Morrison moved from starting 34th this Sunday all the way to starting 18th. Can this field get any smaller? Race 2 of the Gatorade 125's at Daytona has been complete. 6 drivers are going to backup cars for this race. Two overtime finishes and some damaged cars. In fact, the 11 has some pretty extensive damage there, along with the 20. So they are both going to spend most of this Thursday and probably Friday repairing their cars, getting them ready for the Daytona 500. Hopefully they can keep their starting positions for the Daytona 500. In a race that, wow, second half of the race was considered a slight derby. The 18 had a battery issue. A 5-car wreck set up 2 overtime attempts. 1 failed. Then the 11 got turned by somebody to start the second crash, which sent the 7 hard into the inside wall. And then at the checkers, the 3 and the 6 spin around, but they don't sustain much of any damage. They keep their starting spots. Congratulations to Robert Smith edging out the 17 in the first dual race today, and congrats to the 24 and of Jacob Tube in the second dual event. Both of these drivers enjoy some great momentum into the Daytona 500. It seemed to be a Ford-dominated week so far, but the Chevys are showing some pretty strong performance out of here. So the only way to know who has the stronger car for the year, the Daytona 500, the first points playing race of the year, Sunday at noon with the pre-race show, and then at 1 p.m. is the telecast of the Daytona 500, presented by GoDaddy. So long from Daytona. Let's go ahead and send it up to our LA studios where we have another NBA pregame between the Nuggets and the Clippers.